Jay-Z.
Before I dropped this song, we had a talk, and that inspired me a lot, so.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Jay-Z's empire could be on the brink as whispers of betrayal swirl around the industry. Allegedly, two former allies, Kanye West and Diddy, are joining forces to undermine him. These once loyal friends have now turned into fierce rivals. Lately, Kanye has been lighting up social media with fiery accusations against Jay and Beyoncé, going so far as to mention their kids in his rants. What set this whole mess in motion? A phone call with Diddy that mysteriously found its way into the public eye. Diddy's camp is scrambling to deny any involvement, claiming he didn't know Kanye was recording. But fans? They're skeptical. Many believe Diddy is quietly feeding Kanye inside information about Jay, and let's face it, Diddy has his own reasons to feel snubbed. Once inseparable, Jay has reportedly been acting like Diddy doesn't even exist anymore. On top of that, Kanye's still carrying the weight of an old grudge, convinced Jay betrayed him. Now Kanye's airing all the dirty laundry. What exactly did Diddy reveal during that fateful call? Could this be the tipping point where Jay-Z's seemingly unshakable legacy begins to unravel? It's chaos out here. Kanye's been relentless, launching a series of heated online tirades against Jay-Z and Beyoncé that have left fans stunned. It's been weeks of steady shade, and Kanye doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. Even with the backlash piling on, he's made some seriously bold accusations, including a wild claim that Jay and Bey were hiding their twins, Sir and Rumi, due to supposed disabilities. That one hit fans hard, sparking intense discussions across social media. But Kanye wasn't done. He continued opening the floodgates, revealing long-held grudges and unresolved grievances. He brought up how Jay and Beyoncé skipped his wedding to Kim Kardashian, a snub that he says left him deeply hurt. He also claimed that during his most difficult moments, Jay refused to lend a hand. Now, after his split from Kim Kardashian, Kanye has been vocal about his struggles with the Kardashians, alleging they've been keeping him from seeing his kids. He didn't mince words, saying, "I felt like both Jay and Beyoncé could have helped me get more leverage with my children. They could have used their cultural power to push back against the Kardashians and not just stand by as I got steamrolled." That bitterness came through loud and clear as Kanye declared, "When I needed them, it was **** me. So *** them." But Kanye wasn't done swinging. He turned his attention to the bigger picture, accusing Jay and Beyoncé of being under the influence of powerful systems. In one post, he claimed, "Celebrities have no choice. They have to play the game or risk losing their money, their status, and even their freedom." The insinuation was clear. Kanye believes the Carters are compromised, bending to forces beyond their control. He then took things even further, stating outright that there would never be an apology to Jay and Beyoncé unless they helped him gain more access to his children. He doubled down, drawing a direct comparison between the Carters and the Kardashians, claiming that, at their core, they're not all that different, except for the surface-level details. Fans were left to piece together the timing and motives behind Kanye's sudden flood of allegations. With each new post, the drama seemed to escalate, raising more questions than answers. Why now? What's Kanye's ultimate goal? The situation has grown increasingly tangled, and for those watching, it's a spectacle that shows no sign of slowing down. Kanye was tossing out the occasional light jab at Jay-Z before, but after that leaked phone call with Diddy, the gloves came off. The conversation was a bombshell. Diddy could be heard hyping Kanye up, urging him to get back in the studio and make waves again. He even mentioned they'd meet up soon to discuss everything. But the moment that really got fans buzzing was when Diddy casually let slip that Kanye was the only peer who had checked on his kids during a tough time. That one comment set off a firestorm of speculation. Was Diddy just expressing gratitude? Or was he subtly stroking Kanye's ego, encouraging him to keep the pressure on Jay-Z? Some fans couldn't help but wonder if Diddy was strategically pulling strings in the background. And then it got even murkier. In the same conversation, Diddy cryptically warned Kanye to stay safe, almost as if suggesting that Kanye could be targeted for simply sticking by him. Fans were left guessing. Was this an ominous hint that Kanye might be stepping into dangerous territory just for showing Diddy a little support? The whole thing felt like a veiled warning, adding another layer of intrigue to the situation. What really deepened the mystery was Diddy's emotional thank you to Kanye. He praised Kanye for checking in on his son, King Combs, at a time when few others did. Diddy reminisced about how, in the past, when other people were going through struggles, Kanye always showed up. But now, when Diddy's the one facing serious challenges, the support from others has been non-existent. Crickets. This seemingly innocent acknowledgement struck a nerve with fans. Some saw it as a veiled jab at Jay-Z. Why? Well, King Combs once called Jay the first person he reaches out to for advice, someone he even refers to as uncle. This revelation left people wondering just how close Jay's bond with Diddy's family used to be, and whether that connection has since fractured. The pieces of the puzzle aren't fitting neatly together, and for many watching, it feels like there's more to this story than what's being said out loud. The leaked call, the cryptic warnings, the subtle digs. It's all fueling a narrative that something bigger might be brewing under the surface. People can't help but raise their eyebrows at Jay-Z right now. As soon as those troubling accusations against Diddy hit the news, Jay went radio silent. He's been keeping a low profile, acting like none of it has anything to do with him. But if the whispers are true, that Diddy's holding onto a treasure trove of Jay's deepest, darkest secrets, then that silence might not be so innocent. Because if Diddy decides to open that vault, it could mean serious trouble for Jay-Z. Meanwhile, Diddy's team is scrambling to control the narrative, insisting that he had no idea Kanye was recording their conversation. They claim that Puff thought it was just a friend checking in on his son. But the fans aren't buying it. Everyone knows prison calls are monitored, and Diddy's tone in that call was far from casual. He seemed measured, choosing his words with extra care, and kept hammering home how Kanye was the only one who reached out. It didn't sound like an offhand chat. It sounded like Diddy knew exactly what he was doing. Now the speculation is in full swing. Was this all part of a larger scheme? Some are saying Diddy might have orchestrated the whole thing to strike back at Jay-Z for turning his back when Diddy needed support. It's starting to look like payback could be on Diddy's mind, and if that's the case, Kanye is the perfect weapon. Kanye's been harboring a grudge against Jay for years, and with Diddy possibly feeding him ammunition, the drama is escalating at breakneck speed. Adding fuel to the fire, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, recently called out Jay-Z for staying silent amid Diddy's legal battles. He didn't hold back, suggesting that the bond between Jay and Diddy runs deeper than most people realize. Gene's words got folks thinking. If these two were as close as it seems, why has Jay seemingly abandoned Diddy now? And that's not the only voice chiming in. Tony Yayo, one of 50 Cent's closest allies, shared his thoughts in a Vlad TV interview, calling the timing of that J. Doe lawsuit against Jay-Z suspicious. He hinted that Diddy might have tipped someone off, or at the very least, set something in motion. What's even more puzzling is how quickly Jay distanced himself. It's as if Diddy never existed. Yayo pointed out how strange it is that Jay suddenly acted like they were never tight, like they didn't have years of history together. This cold shoulder has fans and insiders questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. With Diddy's camp and damage control, Kanye turned up to the max, and Jay keeping his head down, it feels like we're watching the calm before the storm. The streets are talking, and everyone is bracing for what might come next. Come on now. We're talking about a history that's been documented in interviews, videos, and public statements. Diddy didn't just call Jay-Z an acquaintance, he called him family. At one point, Diddy outright said that if he ever found himself in serious trouble, Jay was the first person he'd reach out to. This wasn't just a passing comment. There's footage making the rounds where Diddy mentioned Jay skipping Blue Ivy's recital so he could perform at Diddy's 20th anniversary Bad Boy show. If that's not loyalty, what is? But here's where it all starts to unravel. Suddenly, Jay's lawyer, Alex Spiro, is out here claiming there was never a real friendship between Jay and Diddy. No friendship. After everything we've seen and heard, we're just supposed to believe Jay blew off his own daughter's recital for someone he wasn't even tight with? The timeline doesn't add up. Make it make sense. Let's not forget that infamous carpool karaoke clip. When Diddy joined James Corden, he made a point of saying that Jay-Z was the only person besides his own mom who could call him by his full government name. If that doesn't scream close connection, what does? For years, they weren't just associates. They were openly supportive of each other. As recently as 2022, when Diddy received a Lifetime Achievement Award from BET, Jay recorded a heartfelt tribute. He talked about how Diddy inspired him to never take no for an answer, how Diddy's trailblazing efforts opened doors for a new generation of music moguls. That's not a casual shout-out. That's major respect. So if they were that close, so close that Diddy was calling Jay family, you can't help but wonder, what kind of dirt could Diddy be sitting on? Honestly, it could be anything. Jay's name has been linked to heavy allegations before, from whispers of inappropriate relationships to troubling claims that he's silenced people trying to expose him. One particularly dark rumor involved his alleged mistress, Kathy White. Jaguar Wright once stated that Diddy has a tape connected to Kathy's sudden and mysterious passing. She even went as far as to challenge him to release it. With all of this swirling around, the stakes couldn't be higher. If Diddy does have a vault of secrets, he's holding all the cards. The question is, will he ever use them? Yeah. Let's see the tape, Diddy. If you've got it, now's the time. It's the kind of thing that's got everyone on edge. Even Kanye himself once made a cryptic statement, implying Jay-Z had some serious muscle behind him. He claimed he feared for his life after publicly criticizing Jay and Beyoncé. According to Kanye, the Carters weren't just playing the fame game. They were allegedly pulling strings and using blackmail to lock down those big award wins. In one of his now infamous outbursts, Kanye directly addressed Beyoncé saying, "I was hurt because..." before trailing off. But the implication was clear. The tone of fear was unmistakable when he followed it with, "Please don't send them at my head." Kanye's words left fans buzzing with speculation. Who are they? And just how far do Jay and Bey's connections reach? Adding more fuel to this already blazing fire, journalist Liz Crokin stepped in with some unsettling claims. Crokin says she interviewed Kathy White, an alleged side piece of Jay-Z, just days before her sudden death. Crokin didn't pull any punches either. She called Jay out directly, taking to social media and posting, "Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died, was murdered." "Yeah, I said it." Her message didn't stop there. She doubled down, saying, "I know everything. I know what you did. Go F yourself. Your time is coming. Maybe you and Diddy can share a prison cell. Justice is coming." The raw intensity of Crokin's accusations stunned fans and added a chilling new layer to the story. If what she's saying is true, then the stakes are much higher than anyone thought. But Crokin wasn't done stirring the pot. She also posted a photo of Jay standing next to controversial performance artist Marina Abramovich, who some conspiracy theorists have dubbed a celebrity witch. Crokin accompanied the photo with a caption that sent shivers down spines. "It's only a matter of time before spirit-cooking Jay-Z is exposed just like Diddy." Crokin's remarks echoed Kanye's haunting claims, connecting Jay to something darker than just industry politics. "There's a reason Kanye said Jay's got murderers," she wrote. "I would know. He's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Kathy White one day. These false idols will fall, mark my words." And then, just when people thought things couldn't get any stranger, came the bombshell follow-up that threatened to shake the foundation of everything we thought we knew about Jay-Z and Diddy's world. Liz Crokin took things to a whole new level by posting a clip of Jaguar Wright making a stunning claim, saying that Jay-Z is even worse than Diddy. And that wasn't all. Liz dropped a bombshell, declaring that nothing can stop the truth from surfacing about Jay-Z's alleged mistress, Kathy White, and her untimely death. "No amount of money can bury this," she stated. "No amount of satanic spirit cooking can stop what's coming." Crokin wasn't pulling punches. She ended her post with a chilling message, "Go F yourself, Hav." This reignited old fears, especially given Kanye's past public statements. Back in 2016, Kanye openly admitted that he was afraid Jay-Z might send people after him. At the time, that speech made headlines and had fans scratching their heads. But now, in light of all these new revelations, people are seeing Kanye's words in a whole new light, and what happened next only added to the speculation. Just a day after that concert confession, Kanye reportedly experienced a breakdown at the home of his trainer, Harley Pasternak. But here's where things get really twisted. Harley Pasternak wasn't just some random Hollywood trainer. Fans unearthed receipts showing that before he became a fitness guru for the stars, he worked for the Canadian government. Even more unsettling, old reports suggest Harley was once stationed at a military facility known for studying how to influence human behavior using mind-altering substances. Yeah, it's like something out of a sci-fi thriller. Digging deeper, an old interview surfaced where Harley admitted that his government job gave him the freedom to experiment with various substances without fear of legal repercussions. That revelation alone had people side-eyeing his entire connection to Kanye. Could Harley's ties to psychological experiments explain some of Kanye's erratic behavior? Was Kanye truly spiraling, or was there something far more sinister going on behind the scenes? Then there's the matter of those leaked texts. Harley allegedly threatened Kanye, saying he could have him institutionalized again and sent back to Zombieland. The idea that someone close to Kanye could wield that kind of power shook fans to their core. Kanye himself spoke out about it, telling paparazzi that this is exactly how Hollywood handlers operate when a celebrity starts pushing back against their control. According to Kanye, these handlers don't back off, they double down, attempting to silence anyone who steps out of line, and the allegations don't stop there. Kanye's claims that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are deeply connected to higher-ups in the industry have sparked widespread debate. According to Kanye, that's why the Carters were so quick to cut ties with him as soon as he started naming names and exposing what he believed were hidden forces controlling the entertainment world. Now fans are piecing together a larger theory. Could Diddy be pulling the strings, using Kanye as a weapon against Jay-Z? If Diddy's harboring resentment over Jay-Z's silence during his legal troubles, or over feeling abandoned by someone he once considered family, he might have found a way to strike back. By letting Kanye's explosive rants run wild, Diddy could be silently putting pressure on Jay, making him sweat without directly taking action himself. Let's not forget that Diddy once publicly called Jay family, and Diddy's son referred to Jay as uncle. Yet now Jay's own lawyer is dismissing that history, claiming the two were never friends. It's all starting to look a little too calculated. Something shady is clearly happening, and it seems to go much deeper than the surface-level drama. So what's really going on here? Is Diddy orchestrating Kanye's outbursts as part of a larger plan to undermine Jay-Z? Is this all leading to an even bigger takedown of one of music's most powerful figures? Whatever the truth may be, it's clear that we've only scratched the surface.